But you do want to solve them, don't you?
Of course.
And we'd fall asleep with the receiver on the pillow and our ear against it.
How to spell.
We're playing 2,500 years in reverse.
The huge smog of inky blackness that was settling over the mind of Europe.
Which one, the English people?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you feel...
For example, at Cambridge, I was amazed to discover that a large proportion of the undergraduates, they were like high school kids from Canada. Stupid.
The first right of every man in civilized society is the right to be protected against the consequences of his own stupidity. Now, what he was saying was that the ordinary modes of human living and endeavor create nothing but chaos. And if you want order, you have first to start with the fact of human stupidity and greed and nonsense, and put them in order.
When you moved your lips.
What is the nature of your thoughts, gentlemen, when you say fuddle-duddle or something like that? God, you...
On another occasion, after one of... forgive me. We were talking about some astounding statement that some New York literary intellectual, this was the 60s, had made. I think it was Susan Sontag on the occasion in which she said that white people are the cancer of the human race. I think that was, and Marshall's comment to that was, well, he said, you know, moral indignation is a standard strategy for endowing the idiot with dignity.
Hey, is that funny to you people? Where somebody said, are there any sick jokes about Marshall McLuhan?
Turning the whole of mankind into a dunce.
These are little iconic juxtapositions.
Hate ceases to be lineal at speed, by the way.
Pattern recognition.
About happiness.
Happiness to me is something I am not much interested in, I can tell you that. At no period of my life was I interested in being happy. I was very interested in getting on with what I was interested in. And in practice, that turned out to be a source of considerable happiness, in the sense of satisfaction. When I was a kid, I spent a lot of my time building boats.
He was actually a pretty handy guy. He built, for example, sailboats. I used to have the plans for one of them. It's gone for a long time now, but I remember the name, How to Build a Racer. And when he got to Cambridge, he was a rower. Got into rowing. Well, you can't sail in those rivers anyway. The bridges are too low. Too many of them.
And we're very close because there's so many things we were reading that we found occasion to argue with, discuss. We went through the Chesterton stage, What's Wrong with the World, the Mark Lewin book. Started to walk home. We didn't live too far away from it. And we were still talking when I noticed the milk wagons going by in the morning. It was about 4. Roughly 4 to 5 hours somewhere, completely unaware of time. The genius of Chesterton and his paradox, beautiful way to put things. And then, of course, disagreeing a good deal on a good many things.
What's wrong with the world? What's wrong with the world?
That's, I think, true. Except, again, that I had luck. I met people, too. But it was mainly a literary activity.
A book by Gilbert Keith Chesterton, What's Wrong with the World?
Yes. Handed to me on a Winnipeg street by Tom Easterbrook. Said to me, I hated this book. I think you'll like it.
one copy for 2 bits on Winnipeg, Texas. And the head Gilbert said that you'll like this, I think. And that was a real eye-opener. That was a real eye-opener. All right, Chesterton is very important person.
So as you live in smaller and smaller space electrically, why things that
You mentioned here's a man who more of a mobile fidelity than any person. Chesterton says anything you ever know.
at electric speeds, nothing in the USA makes sense. All times present. Discipline.
I was a network administrator for the NSA.
These techniques are
I don't see any difference between voluntary and I spy with my life.
Activities a woman is supposed to accomplish quite quickly in life, very much more sophisticated. Her muscle coordination is much more sophisticated than that of a boy.
Any woman.
What will men be doing?
The gate was originally known as the Watergate.
Still keeping each other under surveillance.
Traitor's Gate.
As far as everyday life is concerned.
Boys are thrown off very much more easily than girls.
And people now go out.
Ashley Montagu has a book called The Natural Superiority of Women, meaning...
Whereas the old environment was mainly based on the wheel.
Peers.
Women, physiologically, are superior to men. That is, they are better set up for survival.
That is, the young people do.
They're less practical.
The kids do.
We spy by eye. That's what a spy means. And espionage means using the eye. Something that begins with S, and then your job is guess what I spy. But no, the Western man is a visual spy. And he prides himself on the private eye. So on. Our detectives are called private eyes. It would be meaningless to a Russian, a private eye. My gosh.
But because they're all public, but they do the same job.
No, but they don't use the eye. They listen.
Prior to that, I was an analyst. Before that, I ran tech support for Microsoft Word.
The gap between the kid and the politician is...
They know exactly how many almonds that each one of us is eating.
There's a breakdown in the trust among our people, and the pool broadcasters from Philadelphia have temporarily lost the audio. It is not a conspiracy against Governor Carter or President Ford, and they will fix it as soon as possible.
This is called Operations Research. There are books on it.
How did you watch the debates? On a number of television sets?
Yes, I saw it on black and white and 2 different kinds of color. The CBS color and NBC color. They seem to be quite different on the set I was watching.
Well, it might have been the set. Not
might have been the set.
And with all its effects, social consequences carefully dramatized.
On the other hand, the glorious moment...
The trust among our people, and the...
Finnegan's Wake is a drama. It's a play.
The pool broadcasters
was the rebellion of the medium against the bloody message.
And the actors in the play are the media themselves.
The medium finally rebelled against the most stupid arrangement of any debate in the history of debating.
Why was it stupid? Not from a
scripting point of view.
The satellite world puts around the globe puts a proscenium arch. The whole of the planet becomes a stage. All the world's a stage now, literally. Shakespeare at the globe said all the world's a stage. We on the globe now see.
Scripting point of view.
All the world's a stage.
Things that man had forgotten long ago.
The hidden ground is destroying them.
Is looking at the new electric as a body.
It's always based on the intense awareness of a public purpose behind. Always assumes that the public is absolutely.
But we now live electrically in a non-Euclidean world. The Euclid has been phased out because the eye has gone back into the rest of the sensorium. He says aphorisms representing a knowledge broken do invite men to inquire farther.
I've taken children's recordings and shown that their concept of media is identical with God.